I purchased a World of Nintendo cabinet. A couple weeks ago, I seen this picture of some World of Nintendo cabinets, and I decided, man, I really want one of those for my collection. So I made an in search of ad on Craigslist, and I actually got a response a couple nights later. I couldn't believe it. It wasn't cheap by any means. It was definitely a price that I was comfortable paying. It needs a little bit of work. It's not perfect. So I figured I would just make a video, bringing it in, setting it up, buying the stuff that I need for it. I'm gonna have to get some glass shelves made. I'm gonna have to clean it up a little bit. And yeah, just thought I would make a video about my cabinet. Let's get it. So this is it. It's a 60-inch World of Nintendo cabinet, not the 48-inch, which I believe is a little more rare than the 48-inch. It doesn't have a top, and I'm not sure if they came with tops or not, but I do plan to make my own top. When I got this thing, there was a wood shelf in here. I took that out, and I scrubbed the pegboard down, took off all the tape, all of the residue, sticky residue that was on there. So I got that really nice. I took all the glass out, wiped the glass down really nice. This World of Nintendo marquee, the plastic piece behind it was actually cracked in a few spots and it wouldn't hold place. So I did end up gluing a few spots just so that it would hold its shape. I picked up these metal racks from Home Depot. They didn't have them in this size. I had to pick up larger ones and cut them to size just so that they would fit. This light screen was super filthy, so I took this out, sprayed it down, got it nice and clean. The fluorescent tubes, if you listen closely, they're buzzing. The ballast is buzzing, so I might replace that. I'm not sure. I took all the glass out. I popped the old lock that was on here. There was like a metal lock on here. I popped that off, scraped the residue off, cleaned it up really nice. I also ordered little brackets that go on the top of the glass here for when it's inside of these rails so that it won't wobble. So those should be coming in the next week or so. I ordered glass shelves, which were not cheap. Custom sized glass shelves, $320 for freaking 4 glass shelves. Pretty dang expensive. I was gonna do a glass shelf in the bottom as well, but this cabinet actually came with the original metal shelf, so I will be keeping that in there and using that. The only thing is, it's missing one of the 4 pegs. I've got 3, I don't got 4, so I'll have to figure something out with that. My buddy owns a CNC machine, maybe he could just quick whip me up one. I'll have to ask him. This thing was filthy when I got it. I found cobwebs, spider sacks in there, all kinds of stuff, so I definitely scrubbed it head to toe. Got it looking pretty good. It does have some flaws. This is peeling on the side. That's an easy fix. The trim here has some cracks in some spots. You know, the Nintendo logo down bottom has some fading in a couple spots. But, I mean, overall, this thing is in really good shape. Those are all things that could be touched up. The thing I really like about this cabinet is it has all 4 glass sliding doors. And it comes with locks and keys, so I'll be able to lock this cabinet once I got it all set up. So my buddy's on his way over. We're going to remove the ballast and convert the lighting system from fluorescent to LEDs.
We're just going to take the ballast out pretty much, and then these connectors on the end, we should be able to just snap these new ones in, wire directly into the mains, and then put in the LED tube and replace it with fluorescence. So
so we decided to remove the entire thing just to make it easier.
Yeah.
I just got back from Home Depot and I picked up these desk grommets. They should fill in these holes in the side of the top of the cab. And let's see how it fits. Look at that, perfect. I'm at Menards looking at LED strips. This one.
Okay, so I guess we had two options. We could have just drilled a 3/8 inch hole or so and then fed this plug through the back, but instead I drilled like a 3/16 hole, cut the wire. There was a power switch in here anyway that we didn't want, so I'm just going to feed the wire through a smaller hole, splice the wire, and just connect it that way. That way we have to, modify this as little as possible.
Stripping the wires.
Yep. And never forget to put the heat shrink tubing on before you solder it. So get a piece there, a piece there, then we're going to have a larger piece that covers both of those. So let's see. Okay. Yeah, let's make it really long. Doesn't really matter.
My custom sized glass shelves that I ordered for this cabinet are ready for pickup. So I'm gonna go get them and put them in. I'm impressed with how perfectly they fit. Literally fit up there perfect. Barely a gap at all. No gap. So what I've done here is I've taken weather stripping and I just cut it to these lengths and I put it on the metal, like these metal hangers, just so that the glass isn't sitting directly on metal, just so that there is some cushion there. Alright, here it is. This is my World of Nintendo cabinet. I've got a few things left to do to it. I'm not finished with it. I still want to make a top since there's no top on it. I want to end up eventually changing the LED strip that's in the bottom. It's got a little bit of a yellow tint to it, and I want it to match the white light from the top portion, so I'll probably end up changing that sometime. Eventually I plan to fix the peeling side and replace the trim that's cracked. But other than that, that's like cosmetic stuff. I'm not really too worried about it right now. It's not finished, but I'll just real quick show you guys what I put in it and point out some of the cooler stuff. We got a Contra Force, really good game. DuckTales 2, Gargoyles, Felix the Cat, Samson, Flintstones, Panic Restaurant, Mighty Final Fight, Swordmaster, bunch of my more uncommon Super Nintendo games. Here, I'll unlock it. But I've got Super Castlevania 4, Super Bomberman, Pocky and Rocky, Mega Man X, Lufia 2, Illusion of Gaia, Hagane, Final Fantasies, Demon Crest, Chrono Trigger, Breath of Fire, Mario All-Stars, Yoshi's Island, Link to the Past, Metroid, Hagane cartridge. Down here I got a not for resale Yoshi's Island. Really beat up label, but I did keep this because I got it for practically nothing. Ken Griffey, not for resale. This guy is pretty cool. This is Final Fight Guy. I found this in a lot, but what makes this really cool is it has a Blockbuster sticker on the back. Normally I peel stickers off, but this one was super cool, so I left it on there. And it's got an old price of $24.99. Wish it was still going for that, but that's a pretty good one. Really happy to have that. But then we got some more uncommon stuff. There's Biker Mice from Mars, Breath of Fire, Evo, Joe and Mac 2, Knights of the Round, Lufia, Mega Man X2. I'm looking for Mega Man X3, and I also need Mega Man 5. So I hope to get those this year. Magic Sword, Ninja Gaiden Trilogy, with a pretty clean label. I actually found this game twice, so I'm pretty happy to have one with a clean label. Sky Blazer, which I actually played recently. This is a really good game. Pretty tough though. I got stuck at the tower level and died there several times, but still got to go back and finish that one. Sonic Blast Man 2, Bomberman 2, Ghouls and Ghosts. Down here I've got Super Ninja Boy, The Adventures of Batman and Robin, Peacekeepers, Tournament Fighters, Turtles in Time. One of my favorite Super Nintendo games. Me and my buddy actually played through this before he moved back to Washington. We beat this. That was a lot of fun. Wild Guns, with a pretty clean label. This game's kind of tough to find. It's went up in value since I found it. Down here we got Earthbound, bunch of N64 controllers. A buddy of mine has a watermelon controller for me, so I'm going to pick that up from him soon. The Pikachu Edition 64. We got a DK64 controller right next to my DK figure. This guy's pretty cool. He's huge. Box copy of Donkey Kong 1, 2, and 3. My buddy who moved back to Washington, we played a bunch of retro games before he moved away. We actually beat the whole Donkey Kong trilogy in like a week. I miss that guy. I'm gonna have to go visit him soon. Then we got Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Sculptor's Cut, Bomberman, Stunt Racer, and just some really good N64 games. Yoshi's Story, Smash Bros. Here we got a box copy of Mario 64, Paper Mario, Ogre Battle 64. Down in the bottom cab I put all of my boxed NES consoles and Super Nintendo consoles. So here we got like a Super Mario Kart variant, a Legend of Zelda variant. So normally I'm pretty picky about condition, but this Super Nintendo Junior I actually got for like 20 bucks. The box is pretty beat up. It's ripped, it's warped, but I got this thing for so cheap that I just decided to hold on to it anyway until I can get one in better shape. Oof. We got a Super Nintendo controller, SNES Classic, NES Classic, Box Zapper, Box Advantage. And yeah, that's my cabinet, and that's what all I put in it. I was thinking about hanging my big 4-foot Nintendo sign right above the cabinet, but this sign is double-sided, and if I put it up there, I would only get to appreciate one side of the sign, so I decided to leave it where it is. I'm going to end up putting boxed N64s and boxed GameCubes up here. But yeah, that's it. As always, thank you guys for watching, thank you guys for subscribing, and on to the next.